Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another special edition show, ladies and gentlemen. I want everyone watching this right now to understand something. Just because the season's over doesn't mean that the content is over. Doesn't mean that we're all done out here. No. We're going to continue to give you content, inshallah, at the best of levels. We're going to continue to give you unbelievable stuff for you guys to watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching us right now or on the replay, please don't forget to slap the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to This is Football if you're yet to do so. And today, we've got an end-of-season Liverpool player ratings show, one of your all-time favorite shows that we do on this channel. And by the way, for all the people talking about my hat already, you guys already know the drill. 150 likes, the hat is off. I ain't gonna take my hat off for free. 150 likes, simple as that. Get us to 150 likes and you're going to get to see my bald head. So yeah, slap that like button. Subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Share this video so your friends can come and like and we can take off our hat. Chombe says the worst season ever. Chombe, I wouldn't go that far. I think given expectations, we were absolutely horrible. But I think worst season ever is definitely that half season under Roy Hodgson was just... Honestly, bro, like, let me not even, you know what, Chombe, let me not even go there. Big up to you guys, man. Love you all. Slap that like button, subscribe. 150 likes, and when the hat comes off. Joining us on the channel today is a guy that you guys thought I was going to replace. Imagine thinking you can replace the Jordan Henderson on the channel. Imagine thinking you can replace the captain. You can't replace the captain of the crew. You can't replace the Jordan Henderson of This is Football. You know, the guy that does the shuffle. Listen, he's my favorite Liverpool content creator to work with. You know, it ain't about the size, the how big the content creator is or blah blah blah. For me, he's just my absolute favorite to work with. Even though all I do on this channel is just consistently school him. You know, I give him a footballing education every time we work together. But you know, joining us on the channel is a man. I've heard him today talking about Joe Gomez's sound as a backup right back. Made me want to slap the shit out of him, but then he, of course, he ran away as soon as I entered the space. Joining us on the channel is none other than the man, the myth, the legend. You guys already know Mr. Scouse himself, the guy who is the biggest bandwagon NBA guy you can ever meet. Man like Tom Little. How you doing?
I still stand by it. I think Joe Gomez is an alright backup right back for next season.
Me and you need to have this convo, bro. We actually need to.
I don't. Me and you'll have different expectations of a backup right back. For me, it's someone who's going to play like 15 games out there. Yep, cheers, Ben. Mm-hmm.
Is that Ben that gets behind the lads, Ben? You watch my shit, Ben? Big up, man. Hey, Ben watches me. Big up Ben, man. Big up Ben, man.
It's just
Oh my God, Ben. You know, Ben, you know what makes me laugh about Ben? Ben is just the most confused guy I've ever seen on Twitter. Like, he's the toppest bottom red and the bottomest top red you could ever meet. Like, this guy is just bare confused, man. Get behind the lads. Big up Ben, man. Big up Ben. Oh God. Alisson 10, Salah 7, everybody else below 4, you know. I will give you guys a small secret. Me and Tom were talking in the background that we were about to show you the tier list, bro. A whole lot of people are about to be just absolutely like ruined on this stream. You know, me and Tom were talking about this pre-stream. I'm like, bro, there's like 4 or 5 people who are gonna get good ratings. The rest, it's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be bad. Expectations of the season. This is worse than Roy. I have no idea who Roy is. Shout out to Roy, whoever he is.
Roy Hodgson.
Oh, expectations of this. No, then it's not a shout out to Roy. Roy can hold that. But yeah, expectations. I can lie to you, you know, back in the day, because we knew we were crap, it hurt less. So you might have a point there. I'm gonna just so be real with you. You might have a point. So anyway, let's just show you guys the tier list. This is how my beautiful face and Tom's face are gonna be shown on the screen with the tier list. And this is the tier list, ladies and gentlemen. Player of the season, As you guys can see, it's on the screen, right? Or am I just imagining?
No, it's not on the screen.
How is it not on the? Oh, there is no way we have botched this already. How we botched this already? This is all Tom's fault, guys. Bear with us.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So here's the share screen, you guys. I hope it should work now. Yep, it's working. As you guys can see, player of the season, very good, above average, average, bad season, and garbage. Straight up, like just. I can't lie to you. Me and Tom were talking about this, bro. Garbage is just gonna be full. I'm sorry with you. Like so many people are just gonna be like in this bad ratings, bad ratings for a whole lot of you guys. I remember. You guys can change the ratings at the end. We'll give you guys like 2-3 minutes to just throw in it, because I know all of you guys. Someone's gonna, super chat £5, which is gonna be the cutoff point to put Curtis Jones as player of the season, because you guys are assholes. Messi FC, I'm expecting that £5 to come through. You're just so predictable. So it is what it is. Anyway, make sure you guys slap the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. And Tom, let's just get into it. No need to waste time. There's a whole lot of squad to go there. So Tom, bro. Oh, thank God. So, Tom, shock horror. Who is shock horror advertising? Advertisement. Shock horror, Tom. Who is Liverpool's player of the season? Who's Liverpool's player of the season, Tom? Ooh, drum roll. Ooh, excitement. Who's Liverpool's player of the season, guys?
Shambles of a start of a stream. This.
Guys, who's Liverpool's player of the season? This is going to be such a tough convo, man. How are you guys saying Salah, you bozos? There's only one guy, man. There's only one guy.
Put Alisson Becker in player of the season, and the category's closed off then.
100%. I'm telling you guys right now, no one else is going to be in this category other than, like, I'm going to be sorry with you. Sometimes I look at Alisson. I'm sorry for the crap we put you through. I'm just so sorry. Honestly, like I just apologize on behalf of Alisson is in a category of his own. And I'm gonna be sorry with you guys. The fact that our goalkeeper is our player of the season is just, it's bad news. You never want your goalkeeper to be your player of the season. But anyway, Mr. Thomas, Adrian, where are we putting him? Did he even play this year?
In the Community Shield he played, and that was it. And
can we put him in garbage just because he's Adrian?
Well, no, because he was actually all right in that Community Shield game.
No, we cannot.
So technically speaking, in the one game which he played, he was average.
I cannot. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. I can't have a tier list because you know what's going to be mad, Tom? Adrian is going to be above the likes of like Trent and shit. So it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I'll be sorry with you.
Look, Adrian.
You know what? Just on this one, I'm going to just pull rank. You know what? Just because he's Adrian. He's Adrian. And now we can just, because we already know who's player of the season, we can just air player of the season and keep it like this. Because there is no point of the player of the season. Listen, just because it's Adrian, he has to go in garbage. I'm sorry with you. I'll be sorry with you. Third goalkeeper before we get into the real combos. Kelleher. Where are you putting Kelleher?
Probably average.
I agree. There's no need to even argue this. I think he needs a little bit more opportunities. I'd love for him to remain as our second choice goalkeeper. That Southampton game probably brings this rating down from above average to average. That's just my thing. But, I love Kelleher. I've got no problem with him whatsoever. Look at this Chombe. How are you stabbing me in the back? How are you stabbing me in the back, Chombe? You've subscribed to my channel, Chombe. You're always here. You're always sending me super chats. You're always showing me love, always sharing, always retweeting, liking. And now you're saying you can't count on me. You can count on Tom. Well, guess what? Tom wanted Mason Mount, Chombe. Do you still count on him? You bastard. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, though.
You wanted Mateus Nunez?
I appreciate it. Am I lagging, by the way?
Yeah, your internet has been ropey for the first 10.
Hey.
just no way. It's not going for him, is it? It's not going for
Just
him.
not going. Just not happening today. It's just not happening. Anyway, so Kelleher is an average. Chombe can hold that. Anyway, next up. Let's start with someone that's gonna cause controversy from the start. Andy Robertson, Thomas Little.
I thought he had an average season.
I don't know how you can say that based on Andy Robertson levels, because we have to put expectations in.
Honestly, it's like every minute it lags.
Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go restart my connection so you can carry the channel for the next 30 seconds.
Like I normally do. Okie dokie.
I'll remove you right now. Don't try me. Go on.
So before he gets back, I sit there and put Andy Robertson in average season because yes, he didn't have the. How do I put it? We've had higher levels from Andy Robertson in the past. We have. No one's going to argue that. But when I look at Andy Robertson's season, he still was able to produce good numbers. He ended the season with, what was it? Let me just make sure I've got my stats right. I know it was 8 assists in the Prem. I think it was 11 assists overall. Might have been 10. Let me just double check. So we got 8 assists in the Prem. He got how many in the Champions League? 2. So we got 10 assists this season. That's really not bad. Yes, defensively there was some dodgy moments, but there was still some decent moments. Oh, Salas has gone as well. There was dodgy moments, there was decent moments, but at the end of the day, Robertson had an average season, bordering on above average. It's the last stretch of games which has really twisted narratives in certain people's heads. Husam, that he's had a bad season. Andy Robertson hasn't had a bad season. He hasn't had a top Andy Robertson season, but he hasn't had a bad season either. And I think that's something that needs to be accepted. Like, if any other left back in the league is putting up 8 assists in a team that is this wank, they're getting a hell of a lot of praise. And we're trying to knock it down as, it was irrelevant. Didn't have an impact. He had an average season. I certainly don't think he's finished like Husam wants to run with. Certainly disagree with that narrative. Robertson's been he hasn't been dreadful though, has he? He hasn't been dreadful. The games he had, his poor games, barring the ones in the new system where some were good, some were bad. Like Forest wasn't great, Tottenham wasn't great, and what was the other one? I think it was Villa wasn't great. And in the new system, but beyond that, the bad games he had at left back, they were like City away. What were the ones that I genuinely don't think he had many more bad ones after that. And it's not like I'm trying to sit here and put Andy Robertson into, very good. I'm putting him in average, but he deserves average. He's unlucky to not get above average. It was a solid season from him. I think people just have very high expectations of him, and combined with the fact that we saw Trent turn it on in the last 10 games, and Robertson had to be the one to make the sacrifices. Like, I feel it's a little bit harsh. A 3 out of 10 season. It's not a 3 out of 10 season for Robbo. It's just not a 3 out of 10 season. There are players who've had 3 out of 10 seasons in this squad, and Andy Robertson isn't one of them. Andy Robertson had like a 5, maybe a 6 out of 10 season. That's what he's had. A 5 or a 6 out of 10, not a 3. 10 assists in all comps isn't a 3 season. I think that's like the 3rd most in the entire squad. Yeah, 3rd most in the entire squad. It might even be 2nd most, depending on if Trent got any in the Champions League, which I don't think he did. So it's the 2nd most. Andy Robertson quite literally had the 2nd most assists in the squad this season. And we're trying to say he had the 3 out of 10 season. Come on. Narrative shocking. Narrative is shocking. A 5 or a 6. That's where he sits. And now we just wait for bloody Husam to come back. Any questions? I'll kill time. He was leading the club in assists early. Oh, yeah. Start of the season, Andy Robertson was the best defender we had. It was around February time where it changed. 4 Robbo's been awful. Andy Robertson has another 4 out of 10 season. If you'd ask me, because when it sounds back, we'll obviously carry it going. But real quick, if you're asking me for someone who had a 4 out of 10 season, I'm looking at like a Fabinho. That's someone, or a Matip. Matip had a 4 out of 10 season. Matip had a 4 out of... Not Robertson. Robertson didn't have a 4 out of 10. Look at Sam in the chat. Lad, fix your internet. I'm carrying the channel on my back here. Fix your internet. Do I like Thuram? Yes. I think Thuram's a really good pickup if we're able to get him. You're right, Sultan. Nunez, we'll touch on... I think me and Husam are going to differ on Nunez, but I think it was all right. Matip hasn't been that bad. Oh, Matip's had a stinker. Kone and Thuram, how likely? I'd say they're both likely. I just think Thuram's the priority right now. I know that we can get Thingy, Kone easier because they've got a set price for that. Pavard, no, not really. I'm not really a fan of Pavard. Simakan from Leipzig. Now, Mo Mohammed, if you follow me on Twitter, you know that Simakan was someone that I was mentioning as someone that we should be looking at. 100%. Simakan, he reminds me of Kone in a sense.
There's no way I'm still lagging. There's no way. If I'm still lagging, I'm just like, there's just no way. You know what I did? I literally restarted my whole laptop. Like, I didn't just restart my internet. There's generally no way I'm lagging. There's actually no way. Am I actually lagging? I'm gonna punch something right now.
Yeah. Your audio is all right. Your video is just jumpy.
Okay, you know what? Let me just do this until this laptop calms down. So, let me share screen back to the steer maker thing. Let's just go back to the steer maker thing. Let's do this properly. As long as you guys can hear me, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with my laptop today. That's the funny part. Anyway, where is the... Ooh, you know what's the best thing, Tom? I don't even delete what we have done already.
We didn't exactly get far, like.
Yeah, true. Anyway, here. So, Andy Robertson, did you convince the comment section?
We've said he had a 5 or a 6 out of 10 season, which is an average season.
No, but I don't think... Listen, Tom, we have to be fair, right? I'm not going to sit up here and... No, but you're not. You're being an asshole. Let me tell you right now. Here's the thing.
The man
can I
had
just
the second
speak?
most... No, actually, no. Let me finish. The man had the second most assists in the entire squad this season in all comps, and you're trying to tell me he had a bad season?
Okay, can I tell you why? Because it's not about just the numbers. It's not just about assists and GA and all of that. We have to consider expectations heading into the season. That's just the truth. Because when it comes to other good players, I'm going to be just as harsh. And when it comes to the bad players, I'm going to be just as lenient. Let me give you an example. And I don't want to ruin it for the comment section. When we get to Curtis Jones is probably going to have to go in very good. Even just based on expectations heading into the season. I'm just being real right now, right? So because of that, Andy Robertson heading into the season was looked at, even when we did combined 11s, he was always there as the left back. So it's not like he's just some random guy. So based on Andy Robertson levels, I would have to say bad season for Andy Robertson. Because it's not just about the numbers. This is just one of the Mason Mount things where he takes set pieces.
No. Do you know what that has sound? Let me just ask you this. If Andy Robertson's in bad season, is Trent in bad season as well?
Yes, absolutely. No, Trent is an average. I'm gonna be real with you.
So how is Trent in average, but Robertson's in bad when Robertson was more consistent for
Trent
longer?
is an average.
But how? Trent didn't turn up until fucking February.
Yeah, Robertson was consistently worse.
How? No, he wasn't.
Trent was worse. Tom.
No, he wasn't.
Trent. Okay, let me say this. Trent was worse than Robertson when they were both bad, but when Trent was good, he was a lot better. That's fair.
But Andy Robertson was better from August till mid-February, if not early March, just before the system change. Andy Robertson was better. So then how, in the space of 9 games, has he went from an average season to a bad season in 9 games? But Trent has went from bad season,
that's basically saying
garbage season to average.
That's basically you saying which shit stinks less.
But that's what we're doing this entire thing. That's what we're doing for this entire thing. Andy Robertson has had.
Okay, you know what? You know what? Let me just tell you this. Okay, you know what? You make a valid point. I think both need to be in bad season because both of them just didn't deliver what's expected. Would you agree that's fair?
Yes and no, because I'm not. Yes, in the sense that Andy Robertson's performances weren't as good. They weren't. We've seen better seasons defensively for Robertson, but I cannot reasonably put him in bad season with some of the other names that are going to go in bad season when Andy Robertson was still able to put up numbers that I expect from Andy Robertson.
Okay, so you're saying you want Robertson in bad season and Trent in no, sorry, you want Robertson in average and Trent in bad season?
No, I'm not saying I want both of them in bad. I'm not saying I want Trent in bad season. I'm saying I don't want Robertson in bad season because he hasn't had a bad season.
But you want Robertson in average?
I want Robertson should be an average.
And Trent where then?
Trent sits in average as well.
Would you say they were average or would you say they had bad seasons on a real?
The difference is, Sam, when I look at it as Trent Alexander-Arnold had a really bad season. He was in bad season all the way up until the system change. And then all of a sudden, for them last 10 games, was our player of the season. For them last 10 games, was the best player every single game for them last 10. That balances it out just about to put him in average, right at the bottom of average. But if you want to put Trent in bad season, I'm not going to argue it. I'm not going to argue it. The one I will do is Robertson. Robertson should not be in bad season.
So you're arguing Robertson. My thing is like Robertson's bad was worse than Trent's bad, but Trent's good was much better than Robertson's good.
Robertson's bad was to allow Trent's good.
Robertson's bad was Leicester at home, for example, games like that, where he just was horrible both offensively and defensively.
Leicester. No, the one game I pointed out for a bad game for Robertson was Man City away. I pointed that one out and went, he had a stinker that day, the 4-1 loss. But then I have to look at, in the last 9-10 games when we changed the system, Tottenham, he wasn't great, Forest, he wasn't great, and Villa, he wasn't great. But in the same breath, the lad was playing in a completely alien position for the team to do better. And that, I just look at it and I go, Andy Robertson had a average season. His performances were below par, but he was still able to produce. And unfortunately, Husam, that is the same narrative we've given Salah this season. Salah's
going to be higher than both.
Yes, I know. But the argument with Salah is he hasn't performed as well as he has done in the past, but he's still got the numbers that we expect of him. Andy Robertson hasn't performed as well as he has done in the past, but we still got the numbers we expect of him.
You know what?
I can't put him in bad season.
You know what? I think, because I want to be fair with this, I think we have to include expectations in all this. I'm going to just be honest. I think both of them have to be in bad season.
I can't put Robertson in bad. I can't put Robertson in bad season. I can't do it. I can't do it. But
I can't put Robertson in average either, because this is not average Robertson.
But it's an average season for Robertson. It is though.
Is it average Robertson?
Yes, it's an average season for Robertson because the other ones have been very good seasons.
I cannot believe this, honestly. I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe you're fighting this hard for Andy Robertson, who's been crap for like 90% of the year.
90, again, over exaggeration, 90% of the season.
Bro, it is an exaggeration. I can't lie, but it's like a statement exaggeration. You get, like, it's just euphemisms, as you guys
This
say.
was Andy Robertson's. He's done 6 seasons for us, and this was his 4th best. So by definition, it's an average season. Any way you want to look at it with Robertson, it's an average season.
You know what? For the sake of us moving on, I'm gonna just place Robertson in bad season. Just so we
Look
can
at
move on.
this. Look at this. I don't do a poll. Settle a poll.
What do you mean? Look at this. That's what you wanted.
I wanted Robertson an average.
Yeah, that's what I said I'm gonna do. So why are you screaming?
You just said you were gonna put him in bad season.
That's the lag. That's not me. My bad. Anyway. So speaking of Trent, we argued the guy. So where do we put him then?
Again, Trent can go into average because he had a awful start all the way up until February. Then was the player of the season beyond that. So he can go on average. But if people want to say bad season because of everything, that's fine. Because at the start of the season, he was awful. Everything that other teams done came down that side.
You know, Trent's my favorite player, but it's time to bring some reality in here. Let me just do this. Let's just cut the BS here.
That's fine.
Let's just cut the BS. Trent's bad. Trent was bad, man.
That's fine.
Trent was just bad, bro. Let's just cut the crap, bro. I'm
not bothered.
Trent had a bad season. Let's just cut the crap here. Let's just cut the BS straight away. He just had a bad season. And this is okay, but here's the thing, Mr. Tom. I'm keeping the same energy. So when we get to certain players that you love defending, Mr. Chaos, you also have to keep the same energy because you said he's going to score more goals than Haaland. So when that happens,
I never.
Oh my God! Why are you lying? Why are you lying to
when
did
I say? When did I say?
My channel viewers all love you, and you're lying publicly because you're an asshole.
When did I say Darwin Nunez was going to outscore Haaland?
Comment section. Did Tom Little say Nunez is going to score more than Haaland? Be honest. Be honest right now. They'll tell you. Forget me. They'll tell you this for themselves. Bozo. Anyway, forget Nunez. Speaking of, let's talk about our favorite full-time model, Mr. Fabio Carvalho. Where do we put the guy? Thank you. Comment section, of course. The truth comes out.
Do you know what? When
these guys watch you, bro?
When did I say it? Because I could just say you could all say yes, but when did I say it?
Before the season started, you said he was going to outscore Haaland. You genuinely said it, and you doubled down after the Community Shield.
Someone, if you find it in the chat, fair enough. If you can find the moments where I said that, then fair enough. But I don't remember saying it. Certainly, seriously, anyway. Anyway, Carvalho. I actually thought he was all right when he got his moments. What they end up with 3 goals, was it? Don't remember if he got an assist. We got 3 goals. Didn't get many opportunities. Probably just put him in average.
You know what? Like, I don't know. Before I put him in average, because I agree with you, just on a real level, I know you've probably heard Kurdish say this. Like, do you think this guy, do you think he might have had like an attitude problem or something? Because Klopp usually does give youngsters a chance. I'm gonna be so real with you.
I think something's gone on behind the scenes for sure.
I agree. And listen, from one youngster to the other, this is Bajcetic, right? I'm not imagining shit.
Yeah, that's Stefan.
Yeah, so Bajcetic. Where do we place Bajcetic, Tom?
Probably very good. In the limited minute.
You know, this is a rare moment, comment section, which you're all gonna appreciate. I wish my camera was on, but unfortunately I have a little bit of a lag, so I'm just waiting for my laptop to cool down because the laptop is at 500 degrees Celsius currently. Here's the thing. This is a moment in which Husam and LFC Ben are going to agree on something. I think Bajcetic is the truth. I think Bajcetic, the fact, here's the thing. We have to look at it from his perspective and from the team's perspective. The fact that Bajcetic came in and within 3 games was automatically our midfielder of the year is unbelievable for him personally.
Whoa. Wasn't
No?
midfielder of the year.
Bro, look at this guy. Bro, at the time, CJ didn't play, man. Anyway.
No, at the time he was a start. At the time he was our best midfielder. for sure.
Okay, when Bajcetic first came in and he played his first 3 games, was he not the best midfielder all year long?
That's yes. When he
Okay,
came
thank
in,
you
he
very
was
much. So anyway, he was immediately the you know the best midfielder of the whole year. So for me, like I've got to respect what Bajcetic has done, but from a team perspective, it's embarrassing. Like we have to also be real. It is embarrassing that this young guy,
It's a real concern. A 19-year-old centre back comes.
yo,
in
this
as one of
young
our best
guy comes in
midfielders.
from the academy and immediately he's like our best midfielder, bro. What is this? And to be honest, I blame us. I blame us for him being injured. I think we threw him into the deep end and we played him like Prem champs. Played him like 500
We
times.
had no other choice though, Sam.
He's 19 years old, man. He's 19 or 18 or whatever.
We had no other choice.
That's true. And that's also sad. The fact that we had no choice but to just demolish the career of this youngster. I agree. I think
with the signings though, we'll be able to recover properly and settle into a better role next year.
given expectations, I think Bajcetic very good is extremely fair, extremely realistic.
Oh yeah, no, it's very should be. Like, if you were to do our team of the season, I would genuinely like our team of the season. The midfield would be Jones and Bajcetic, and I'm not putting in a third. Like I'd sooner put in another attacker than put in like Henderson or Thiago or Fabinho. It's generally just Jones and Bajcetic, and then 4 attackers. That's how dead our midfield's been.
Imagine Thiago Jones, Bajcetic, midfielder of the midfield trio of the year, bro. That's so embarrassing. How low have we sunk, man? I hope my thing doesn't lag now. I hope.
Do you know how bad it is that Harvey Elliott has a genuine shout for getting in our midfield team of the season purely by logic of playing more games?
Honestly, man, like certain things, Tom, like it's just you look at this year and you just get more and more embarrassed every single time. Like you're like, how is this a thing? But unfortunately, it is a thing. Anyway, we agree Bajcetic is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of very good, Joe Gomez, Tom, where are we putting him?
Joe Gomez has had a garbage season.
Talk to me about Joe Gomez.
He's not a centre-back.
Can you stop giving me one-worded answers like you're fucking Greg Popovich?
I was just about to carry on before you rudely interrupted me. Can't wait till we get 150 likes and that hat's got to get off.
Bozo.
Humble you. Anyway, Joe Gomez isn't a centre-back. Joe Gomez doesn't have in my opinion anymore, the mentality to play at centre-back. But Joe Gomez, for me, can be a solid backup right-back. And that's where he should be in the rest of his Liverpool career, backup right-back. You've got to bring in centre-backs or you've got to use other centre-backs that isn't Joe Gomez, because for the good games that Joe Gomez has at centre-back, there's way too many bad ones and way too many bozo moments to counteract it. I mean, the one that sticks in my head, man of the match performance against City at home when we were 1-0. And in the next 3 games, he made 3 separate major errors. Gave away a penalty against West Ham, gave away the free kick for Forest, and then lost Taiwo when he was his man. And then Leeds, fantastic back pass to Rodrigo.
Oh, Taiwo Awoniyi. I still remember that. Oh my God. The Madrid game. You know, people thought I was exaggerating that day, but there's genuinely a world in which you could blame him for all 5 goals. Even the Alisson one, he kind of bobbed it at him. Like, it's just, you could generally blame him for all 5.
They don't make that one funnier as well. It literally matches up with what I said, because do you know what? He had a solid game against Everton. He had a solid game against Everton beforehand, and then drops that stinker against Madrid.
Did we beat Everton?
Yeah, 2-0.
Did we beat Everton? Hello, Ad. Did we beat Everton? No way we beat Everton.
2-0 when Salah and Gakpo scored. Gakpo got his
I actually forgot about that whole game. We beat Everton?
Yes.
I can't believe I forgot our wins. That's so sad, man. That's so sad. We forgot our wins because they're just so rare to come by. I actually forgot the time we won a game. I want to cry, man. I want to cry the shit every time. Oh, God.
No, but just put Joe Gomez into garbage and we'll move on. I think a proper Joe Gomez debate should be saved for another day because I think it's an interesting topic to properly figure out.
I want to cry, man. I actually want to cry. This Joe Gomez shit. Like, I don't get people who still trust him as a centre back, though. Like, I'm going to be real with you. Tom, at least, is saying right back. I still want to slap him in the face, but at least he says right back. Like, anyone who says centre back, we just need to just move on.
It's a shame because he was immense at centre back before his injuries. Him and Van Dijk was such a good partnership, but it's since that last knee injury he got against on international duty 2 seasons ago. That's just killed him at centre back.
I agree. Klopp's a 0. Matter of fact, forget 0. Negative. I agree. I think Klopp's been by far the worst performer in this whole Liverpool institution this whole year. Mo says Simakan greater than Pavard, play right back, centre back against PSG. Mo, I'm gonna be so real with you. I've not heard anything personally about Pavard. Last time I spoke with my guy, it was more midfield related, so I don't know if that's like fully done or anything, or like anything's moved on it. But I'll try to find out more for you guys. Thank you so much, Mo. What do you think of the Pavard links? I just stated my thoughts. Football for all. Thank you so much for the super chat, Habib. I appreciate you.
You told the line. Do you want Pavard or not?
I think he's mid.
Good.
Well, I thought you were going to say you want him. I was just like, your talent is crap.
There's better out there.
Chombe, you cannot say you can't count on Husam and then your next super chat is you love me. You don't love me. You don't love me, Chombe. That's cap. You don't love me. You want Tom Little to run this channel? I can move right now, but no one's going to watch. Tom Little? Come on, man. You guys need Husam. You need Husam. All this Husam disrespect to do Tom Little prop. Tom Little's a bozo, man. He wanted Mason Mount. That's never going to be forgiven on this channel. Anyway, 200 people watching us. You guys want to see bald Husam? You can make it happen in the next 10 seconds. 150 likes and my cap is off.
Come on. We need to see bald Husam.
Tom, tell them. Listen, if we get 250 likes, I ain't complaining. I'm taking my cap off. Big up to Mo, Football for All, and Chombe for the super chats. Big up to you guys. And as always, remember, at the end, we're going to give you the time to mess up this list. I'm expecting the £5 super chat from Mr. Messi FC to put Curtis Jones in player of the season. But make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing right now. 150 likes and the hat comes off. It's up to you if you're going to see Khabib Nurmagomedov or not. Anyway, I agree with you. I think Joe Gomez is just like... Earlier on, Ben was saying he needs a category of his own. I can't lie. The guy that needs a category of his own for me is number 14. But, you know, let's not even go there. So for me, Joe Gomez is an absolute garbage. So let's go next to
why Calvin Van den Berg here?
I don't know why Van den Berg's here. Calvin Ramsey. Where are we putting him?
Do you actually know how many minutes he played?
How many?
I think it's like 98 or something. That's it.
He played 98 minutes.
He played just over a full game, and 90 of those minutes were against Derby.
Big up Derby County, man.
So are we able to include him in this, or are we just gonna?
Shall we just chuck him an average just so we can move on?
You might as well.
Same with Seth Van den Berg, just average.
Van den Berg didn't even play though. Van den Berg's been out on loan all season.
Yeah, but we put him in average anyway. Can we put Nat Phillips in very good just because he's Nat Phillips?
Oh, do you not remember his tackle on Haaland in the Carabao Cup?
Yeah, I'm going very good. I'm going to be sorry with you. I'm going very good. Who else here is just kind of a little bit irrelevant?
We've nailed all the irrelevant ones.
Yeah, we've done all the irrelevant ones. Next up is a guy I'm probably going to be a bit more harsh on. Our Colombian left winger, man like Luis Diaz. Where are we putting him?
I'm going to put him in average.
I'm not putting him in bad season.
The reason why I disagree with you, Husam, is it was a very contrasting season for Diaz pre and post injury. I thought before his injury, he was so good. Very bright. I
disagree. That's where me and you disagree. I don't even think he was good pre-injury. No, but let me tell you why, Tom. Scoring goal of the season contenders is not sustainable. It's just the truth. Like, yes, okay, he scored that goal against Palace and that goal against Napoli. People keep bringing them up, but dribbling past 5 people and scoring is not something sustainable that you expect a guy to keep doing. I'm gonna be so real with you.
Okay, I don't need him to. When I look at what Luis Diaz was at the start of the season, he was the outlet. He was the only attacker who was actually looking threatening. Whilst we ended up, Salah was good, but Salah was stuck doing Mark Albrighton settings, so he couldn't get involved. Diaz was getting involved and still doing stuff. And I mean,
We're actually running with that all Brighton thing now.
I've been running with that all season, Sam.
You have been. I'll give you that.
But Diaz, I think before his injury, he'd got like 4 goals, 4 assists in 12 games, which really isn't bad. It's just past his injury, when he's come back, he's just looked awful. He's looked so, I wouldn't say sharp. Like, what's the opposite of sharpness? He just had no sharpness when he came back. His touch was heavy. His dribbling was heavy. He was trying to do too much. That's the side of Luis Diaz where I'm like, I agree.
You know what I've called him? I've started calling him an unbelievable futsal player. Unfortunately, that don't help us in football.
No,
his decision making in the final third is a problem, Tom. It's a problem, man. Like, he gets into too many dangerous positions and he just doesn't make the right pass. Doesn't make the right.
You know what, Sam? We have that with a lot of our attackers. The only ones. There's two attackers who I thought made the right decision the majority of the time this season, and that was Gakpo, and even with Salah, it's a little bit hard because sometimes he just annoys you when he shoots from stupid angles because he hasn't had a shot yet. Like Gakpo's one who I sit there and went, he done the right thing pretty much every time. I don't remember many stupid moments when I'm sitting there going, what are you doing? So with Diaz, if you want to put him in bad season, I think it's a little bit harsh, but I'm not going to sit there and argue it like it was Robertson. But I thought he was a good start to the season, and then post-injury, just not the same player. So I'm hoping he has a really good preseason and can get back to what he does best.
Fair enough. Place the guy in average. Naby Keita. Let's just get this done.
Put him in garbage. His highlight of the season was tripping over on the pre-match walk against United and being ruled out for 18 games.
I just can't.
18.
I just can't do this. Oxlade-Chamberlain.
The best tweet on my account was a thread of my top 5 Naby Keita injury moments. Going through it is mental. We forget the man was a prisoner of war.
Let's just put Ox and Keita in garbage.
I wouldn't even put Ox in garbage. I'll put Ox in bad season because at least he scored.
That's true.
At least he had like.
You know what? I'm pulling rank. I'm gonna put him in average.
Just because that's fine.
Yeah, because he's my guy. He's my guy, Oxen. I'm gonna miss you, Habibi. Who else are the kind of Tsimikas? Where are you putting Tsimikas?
I thought Tsimikas had an average season. I thought.
Would you say he was above average, Tsimikas? I don't even think Tsimikas was bad.
I don't think he was bad. When I look at Tsimikas, I think there's.
Did he even do anything wrong? Like, did he even have a bad game?
The one that sticks in my head is Arsenal away. Arsenal away was fucking awful.
Oh, when we played the Elliott left wing and who was right wing?
Henderson right wing for the last.
Yeah, I can lie. You can't use that game. That's just
no. But Husam, Arsenal's goals came before we made them changes, so I can use that game. Tsimikas just wasn't great. It's fine that he wasn't because he kept having these. He'd play well and then just get dropped for no reason, which is annoying. He's such a good attacking left back, but there's just moments. I'm fine with him going in above average, to be fair. But the notion that like he's should be starting game in, game out is the one that sticks in my head. It's like, no, I disagree with that one. I think there's a good attacking left back there, but there's moments where I just think he's a little bit ropey.
You know what? I think it's fair to put him above average given expectations.
100%.
Where is he gone?
You put him in average.
No, I didn't. Where is he?
Oh, he's at the end there. You've dragged someone else on. Right. Scroll down.
Yes.
End of the first row.
This is why Tom Little isn't completely useless. Anyway. Tsimikas is in above.
No, I see you put Harvey Elliott into the tier list already. That's what you've done.
No, I haven't. Oh,
yeah.
Bring him down. So next up, the man that's leaving us this summer. Si, senor, Mr. Roberto Firmino. Where are we placing him on the reel?
I think he had a very good season. I think that might be a little bit of a shock, but I thought you had a very good season.
I wouldn't say very good. Very good is way too high.
I thought you had a very good season.
Very good. Like, very good is way too high. I'm going to be real with you. I think I'm going to put him
I
in.
disagree. Let me just make sure that I've got my stats right.
By the way, guys, we are 50 likes away from my hat coming off. It's up to you guys. There's 200 people here. You can do it in the next 10 seconds.
So, Bobby Firmino this season produced his third best goal scoring season, despite starting only 13 games.
Listen, all this stats shit, you can shove it. I'm not.
No, I won't shove it.
He was crap. He was crap when he played. Listen, let's not do revisionism.
Whoa.
Listen,
No.
One second. Let me speak. Listen, let me speak. See, senor, and all of that, and thank you for your services. But acting like Firmino was good this season is just BS. I think above average is fair.
Right. So let me paint my argument. Start of the season, first 3 games, awful. Bournemouth, brilliant. After Bournemouth was very good. Had big games against had the big moments against Newcastle, solid game. Brighton at home, really, really good. When he came on against Arsenal, I thought he was quite good. Got his goal. What else was there?
See why I love YouTube? Look at this. Anissa says, I would say above average. Then I put him in above average. And then she says, damn, Husam, that's harsh. Okay, you make your mind up, Anissa. Is it harsh or is it good?
And then with Bobby then, when we changed to the diamond, he was the most important part of the diamond because he was the only one who could actually do the job of the attacking midfielder.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. That's why the diamond didn't carry on when he got injured. He was the only one who could do it. So in a system which worked for us, Bobby Firmino was key. Then he got injured after just before we came back, and we coincidentally went on the worst run of form of the season. Bobby Firmino comes back, scores off the bench against United, scores a late equaliser against Arsenal, scores a late equaliser against Villa, all while having positive impacts, scores against Southampton on the last day of the season. For Bobby Firmino standards, considering expectation going into the start of the season was he was 6th choice attacker, he was realistically our 3rd best attacker of the season.
Yeah, and third best attacker is an above average.
And he only started 13 games.
Above average is fair, Tom. It's fair.
I disagree.
Bro, because Firmino has different standard. He ain't like some random guy we bought.
He can sit in above average. You know, it's fine. I argued way too much. I argued loads with Robertson. So I'll concede with Firmino. But me personally, I would have put Bobby Firmino. I think Bobby Firmino had a very good season.
Ibrahima Konate for me is the guy that deserves to be in very good. I thought Ibrahima Konate had a very good season. I'm asking Tom Little his opinion. I think Ibrahima Konate came a point in time where he was by far our best centre back. And for me, like, we need to find a way to keep this man fit. I don't know how, but his only problem is fitness. But for me, Ibrahima Konate has been by far overall our best centre back this whole year.
I agree to an extent. My initial thought was probably like if there was a category between above average and very good, because I think when Konate's been on it, this season, he's been on it. But
name a game he wasn't on it.
Name a game Konate wasn't on it.
Without typing on your keyboard.
Tottenham Rome was awful for one.
Tottenham at home, he was awful. No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Van Dijk was worse than him that day.
Yes, but that just because Van Dijk was equally as awful doesn't mean Konate wasn't awful.
I can like Konate has been having to do like 5-player jobs.
Brentford as well. Brentford, the way he was awful against Brentford. Like again, I'm not saying Konate had a bad season because he didn't. He had a lot of good moments, but there was also a lot of moments where I'm sitting there going, come on, there's too rash, there's passion at times, it's just fucking, honestly. Soccer Aid was today, and Tommy Fury came on the pitch and could not pass a ball, and he had the same passing technique at times as Konate.
He definitely needs to improve his passing, but I don't think...
On a purely defensive level, I can sit there and say Kone is a very good defender, but I think he was probably one of the ones who suffered most with the system change alongside Robertson, because what we ended up doing was just leaving him out to dry. We just left him out to dry so badly.
I hate the fact I'm wearing the cap this way because it just reminds me of like an F boy from 2010. Like it's just not banging, but I have no other option. Anyway, listen, you know what? Konate, I think, in very good is fair. Like it's fair, Tom, because he's our best centre back this whole year. So the fact is that to carry that whole right
the competition for that isn't hard, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing as well. Like when we inverted Trent, you touched on it already. Like the man had to defend the whole right hand side by himself essentially. So I'm just gonna give him some slack just for that. So I'm gonna put him in very good. Anyway, now we have come down to these guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, by far the worst player. Yes, you guys, by the way, you can see Husam bald. There's 210 people here. Get me to 150 likes and the cap comes off. Very simple. I've already given you the challenge. You don't even have to pay. You don't even have to do anything. Just get us to 150 likes. You know how many people are here? 210. If we are on 150 likes, the hat will come off and you will see Khabib the Eagle Husam right here in front of your face. I agree with you, Tom, about Gomez. Whenever he played right back, he did very well. Sound and attack. Tom, you speak some sense a lot of times. Don't let Husam bully you. I think that's cap. I think that is 100% cap. It is. He does not speak sense a lot of times. He speaks sense sometimes. Sometimes he speaks
the majority of the time. I agree with you, Kasai.
That's bullshit. And the fact that you and Selection agree with each other a lot shows me that you just had a Tom Little downfall this season. Kind of like Joe Gomez a little bit. But big up to you, Qusay. Thank you for the super chat, my brother. Here comes Selection, the hater. Oh, here's your bestie. He's going to come to your aid. Husam, stats hype. Intrigued to say where you put your king. His all-round performance was ready 80% of the season. I think
I think I was supposed to say meaty.
Meaty, yep. I had to say meaty. So you will see when we get to Salah. Don't worry, I've been fair. I've been fair all stream long. I've even put my favorite player in this whole squad in bad season. My favorite player is currently sitting in bad season, and it's irking my soul that his partner on the left-hand side is not in bad season. So Selection, I've been fair. The problem is you're not fair.
I was quite happy to put Trent Alexander-Arnold.
You know what my problem is with the people like Selection? This is my problem. They describe him like he's Jamie Vardy on the wing, yet they have Neymar expectations of him. If he's Jamie Vardy on the wing, he's done a Jamie Vardy job, right? 19 goals. That's Jamie Vardy right there. Big up to you, Selection, though. Big up to you. Love you, my brother. Love Qusay. Love to football. Love to Mo, Chombe. Make sure you guys are slapping the likes. Make sure you guys subscribing. We're getting now to the starters. This is it. Slap the likes. Subscribe. 150 likes and my hat is off. So it's up to you to see me bald. Tom Little. Mm-hmm. The worst player in this team by far has been.
I'm not giving him airtime. Put him in garbage and let's move on.
I love how he knows what I'm talking about. Let me just ask you one quick question because I'm the same as you. I don't want to give him a lot of time, but genuine question. What do you say to people who call us saying this about Henderson agenda?
The man. If you look at every single game this season, teams tacked down that side. And it's not just because Trent. It's not just because of Trent. It's because Henderson's there not giving any cover. The thing is, this fan base at times goes way too extreme with Henderson. I look at this
way too extreme.
No.
Like,
what? Give
me an example.
Are you going to let me finish?
No, because I know what because I don't want. I will let you speak for 10 minutes if you want, but don't sit on the fence. Don't do the whole.
I'm not going to
too extreme.
I'm not going to sit on the fence.
His performances were extremely shit. That's why.
I'm not disagreeing, Sam. What I'm saying is, what we do with Henderson is this fan base has two reactions to him. He's been awful all season, and I think there's a unanimous agreement on that. The difference is, though, you got the ones who say it's fine because he was good 4 years ago, and you got the ones who say he's been crap this whole time. He hasn't. What people need to do is separate the Henderson from 3-4 years ago as a pretty much a separate entity. When I say Henderson is awful, when I say I don't want to see Henderson playing, when I say I want to see Henderson sold because he's not offering the side anything anymore, that doesn't mean I am disrespecting what he was achieving 4 years ago. And until people get that through their head, this Henderson agenda is going to continue. It's going to continue because it's butting heads constantly over something that isn't being argued. That's the difference. Henderson has been awful all season. His crosses are awful. His passing is awful. He does not lead by example half the time. There's so many moments you could pick out with Henderson this season.
I love the fact that Trent just told him to like piss off 3 times this year. Like,
It was when he tried to square up to Alisson. Who the fuck are you trying to square up to? You would be without a job if that man wasn't in goal. You'd be dropped. Not even playing if that man wasn't in goal. And then when he blocked Trent,
this year, I think
I forgot, Sam. Sorry, I forgot. When he blocked Trent's free kick, his best defensive moments of the season was against us.
He physically stopped us from scoring a goal.
That stopped us. I stand by it. That stopped us from getting Champions League. Stopped us getting Champions League. That did.
You can't even say it's an agenda. Do Man City fans say KDB is garbage? Respect Hendo, Messi FC. You know, you're lucky that people do know you're a troll on this channel. I'm just waiting for your super chat towards the end. You're so predictable. You or Selection, one of you guys is gonna do this. So yeah. So Tom, see, as soon as you mention it, Tom. Go on.
Hello, Toby.
Because you're the scouser. Go on. I'm not.
Hello, Toby. Anyone who goes to the game knows Henderson manages the game on the pitch. He's the only player you can hear at Anfield. So we're doing shouting prop again. We're doing shouting prop. Okay, then, Toby. I'll throw that right back at you. I used to go to the game a lot. I don't now because I hate the whole ticket thing and I've got a job. But when I used to go to the game a lot, Jamie Carragher was always the loudest on the pitch. Even when Steven Gerrard was there, Carragher was the loudest. So is Carragher better? Did Carragher manage the game, so therefore Carragher's better than Gerrard? Is that what we're doing here? No. Jordan Henderson, ability-wise, has hurt us way too much this last season. I don't care how much shouting he does. I'm not doing shouting prop. I'm not doing shout. My job is to shout. Not his. His job is to do good things with the football. And the man got 2 assists in about 32 games. Two. And they were in back-to-back games, pretty much. Like it's beyond me. It's beyond me. Why? So, you know what? I'll ask you this, Toby. I'll ask you this. Praise Jordan Henderson for me praise Jordan Henderson for me just using his footballing ability. Not about his leadership, not about his mentality. Praise Jordan Henderson this season for his footballing ability.
1920, I could have done that. I could have done it without mentioning leadership, by the way. In 1920, I actually could have used football.
Passing range is fantastic.
Yeah, he had a couple of good, passing, very good passing games, specifically going forward as well. Gomez, Matip, I think he means Henderson needs to be sold. I agree with you, Joe. But I think this is where, this is why being FSG out is logical. I'm just saying, like, can we sign 3 midfielders and 2 center backs? Because then that would just kind of risk maybe the quality we could get elsewhere. That's why I'd rather sell one of them. If somehow we get 40 for Gomez, I'm selling. 40 though, I'm selling.
Yeah, but
40 is a lot of money for this bozo.
Yes,
40.
but we're also not going to get 40, are we?
We might. English tax is real.
You're putting way too much on the English tax. Way too much. Way too much. There's, for the English tax is also the fact that he's injury prone, the fact that he's come off 2 awful seasons, the fact that he's now 27, I think. He's not young, he's 27. You're still not getting 40. But the issue we run into now is the homegrown quota.
Oh, here we go again.
That's what people will say. You'll run into the homegrown quota issue.
Okay, you know what? We have the whole squad in front of us. 1 second. We have the whole squad in front of us.
Yeah, no, I know that. Husam, I know it.
Can we just count them? Can we just count them, please? Alisson, Konate, Tsimikas, Diaz, Robertson. Adrian is staying, so we have to unfortunately count it. Nunez, Fabinho, Jota,
Mm-hmm.
11 Matip, 12
Mhm.
Salah, 13 Thiago, 14 Van Dijk, 15 Gakpo,
16 MacAllister.
16 MacAllister. Perfect.
Oh no. Toby.
You know what? You know what, Tom? Please, for me, I'm not even gonna do this. I'm genuinely not even gonna give you airtime. You just said positional awareness and helping Trent out. We're genuinely just gonna air you because that just shows you're the one doing agendas, not us. Anyway, next up, a guy we're probably gonna disagree on, but this time I'm gonna be the more positive guy. Fabinho Tavares, Tom Little.
Bad season.
Why?
Because up until the last 7 games of the season, it was genuinely like having a fucking tree in midfield. There was no mobility. There was no energy. All the things that Fabinho done well in past seasons wasn't there. He was spending too much time trying to fucking have a go at our manager instead of playing fucking football. And then once we got the legs around him in Curtis Jones and Trent, he looked better. Still wasn't great, but he looked better. You cannot put him in anything above bad season.
Can you put him in average?
No.
Why not?
No. Because unlike Robertson, who performance levels weren't good, but still produced the numbers, on a statistical level, Fabinho also dropped his worst season. His tackles were down. His interceptions were down. Fabinho's poor performances directly correlated to the shit show we saw because he wasn't able to do his job. And
I wish I could argue for this, but I'm gonna have to say bad season. I can't even argue. I'm so real with you. I'm just gonna keep it real all the way 100 throughout this whole thing. Like he just has to be in bad season. He just has to be in it.
People could argue in garbage, and I'd struggle to say no. The only reason he's not in garbage for me is because of the last 10 games where he was better. That's the only reason. Only reason. If them last 10 games hadn't have happened, he was going straight into garbage because Fabinho from September to February was genuinely the worst midfielder. And we had Henderson. But I don't expect what I expect from Henderson. I expect mediocrity. I expect disappointment off Henderson. Whereas Fabinho, I've been on hills arguing that he's one of the best DMs in the league, and he goes and embarrasses me in front of all the people with this shit show of a season. Do you remember Napoli? Away? When Kvaratskhelia done him once, took it back, done him again, then took it back through and done him again 3 times with the same thing. And he was just going, whoa. That's Fabinho this season. He cannot be above bad season.
Need I say more? I can't lie to you, Tom. There's no need for us to even argue. I'm sorry. That has to be the worst moment. The guy, like, he was so lucky to not get sent off as well that day, man. He was so lucky to not get sent off, man. Oh God, man, like Fabinho, man, like Fabinho. Anyway, Fabinho's in bad season. I can't lie to you. It's just inarguable at this point. Harvey Elliott, interesting one with Harvey. Where are we going with him?
I'm putting him in average.
I agree. Me and you both were kind of big on Harvey pre the season started.
I still am big on him.
My problem is I just don't see him playing right wing because he's not like direct enough, and he's not dynamic enough to play in midfield. He needs a system with a 10 in it. That's the problem.
Do you want to know what it is? I think he can play right wing. I just think he's had to change how he plays so much because he's been playing centre mid. Put him back at right wing for an extended period of time. He's got that directness because he showed me it in the Championship. But because you have to change his position, he's not been showing it as much. Harvey Elliott has quietly produced a very strong statistical season in terms of creativity and everything. It's just the system defensively exposed him really badly. Really, really badly exposed him. I've always thought, and I still do, this is why I'm shocked he didn't play much coming in the back end of the season. I thought this right centre mid spot in this new system was perfect for him. I thought what we need that right centre mid to do, I thought he was the best option we had at the club for that.
I was, man. Me and Tom were both big on Harvey.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Like, I still am
saying. I just don't know what it is like. It's just Could he be a player that's affected by everyone else just being garbage around him? Like it just negatively affects him?
100%. People forget the kid was 19 up until April. He was a
Tom, what I mean
19-year-old.
is he someone who will play well when everyone is playing well and play bad when everyone's playing bad type thing?
But yes and no, because I thought
I think he could be affected by everyone else, though. That's
but
a real possibility.
I think that's the thing with a lot of players, though. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just annoying when everyone is playing badly and you've got no shining light. I think one thing that did happen this season was his confidence went. And once his confidence went,
that is true.
He looked a lot worse. When Harvey Elliott has confidence, he's actually really good at right centre mid, taking on players.
Ali is bang on, 100%.
Yeah, it's I can't put my finger on what game it was when the confidence went. It was probably around February time, maybe when Bajcetic came in or something, and for some his confidence just went for some reason. And
he needs to get like that little bit of mojo back. I still remember it was Chelsea at home last year. We were all hella nervous. Chelsea were in the title.
I was at that game. He ran the show. He
was unbelievable that day, and like you saw him take risks as well. Like he was taking shots from far. He was kind of doing it all. And then
this season, he's had good game. Like I thought when he came on against Southampton,
the goal against Wolves was unbelievable.
Wolves was really good. I thought when he came on against Southampton last game, I thought he was really good then. I thought Bournemouth, although it was 9-0, most players were good. I thought Harvey was good then. Rangers away, I thought he was good then. City at home, a different side to his game, but I thought he produced a really good performance then. There's been enough this season to give me confidence that Elliott still has a future here. It's just I think people expected a lot more because of the fact that we didn't bring in a centre mid. Like in reality, Harvey Elliott was our best centre mid from like goals and assists. Harvey Elliott was top of it.
I can't believe, like, honestly, like, I was so big on Harvey as well. Like, I just don't think it's just that 8 role. It's just maybe he just doesn't suit him. I think so many players are going to benefit from us having, like, Europa League. This guy...
Do you know what I think, Husam?
Yes.
If that Curtis Jones role was on the other side of the pitch, Harvey Elliott would love it.
Imagine Robertson inverted, your eyeballs would come out.
No.
Anyway,
obviously we can't do it because of the squad. But if the right centre mid was the one that had the cover behind him,
imagine Robertson tucked into midfield. Oh my god, he'd be Henderson in that midfield. Let's not even go there. Anyway, this one's gonna be very interesting even for the comments.
Bad season.
He's a centre off. He's a number 4. Watch him defend, and we watch him score. He passed the ball, come as you like. He's Virgil van Dijk. Apologies to anyone listening. My singing is crap, I know. Where does Virgil van Dijk go?
I'm putting him in bad season, and he's very lucky to be in bad season.
I can lie, I agree. He could, you know what, you guys? Me and Tom are nice to this guy because there's a genuine argument we could do this. All jokes aside, we could actually
100%. 100%.
Just out of respect for who he is, I'm going to put him bad season. Man, like, all those performances pre-World Cup. I still remember I went on the terrace and had a little bit of a rant, and I said, like, stop trying to defend with your perfume, with your aura. And it genuinely, like, got to the stage where it felt like that. It really felt like he was just trying to defend with his, like, armpit deodorant. Like, it's just not real. Like, defend properly, bro. That's what I didn't like.
I think this was the year where Van Dijk's injury caught up with him for the first time. He's always been this. he's always been this passive defender. I use the term passive in the sense that rather than Konate's an aggressive defender. He goes into tackles, he goes into challenges, tries to win them. I'm Scouse, born in Garston. He goes into tackles, he tries to win them. Van Dijk is someone who waits for the attacker to do something and then just goes and steps in and uses pace and uses strength to deal with it. But that narrative was hilarious. I
believed in that narrative. I thought he was saving himself for the World Cup.
Yeah, and then he came back and was even worse.
I can't lie. That's fair. He was even. No. I actually disagree. That's not fair. I think he was the worst level he's ever hit was pre-World Cup.
Oh no, January Van Dijk was honestly abysmal.
That January month, man.
Do you want to know what it was, Sam?
I wanted
You
to
know, like
punch myself in the face. Like that January
you know,
was
like when you watch a
horrible.
hero or something, like realize that they're not the same, like they've lost a bit of the power or something. When they when we played Brentford away, and there was a counter attack on for Brentford, and Brian Mbeumo was played in behind, and Van Dijk starts sprinting, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, Van Dijk's got it," and then Brian Mbeumo outpaced him, and we conceded the corner, and they scored from the corner. That was one of the ones where I went, wow, Virgil's not the same here. Because Van Dijk of 2 years ago, or Van Dijk of pre-injury, Brian Mbeumo doesn't stand a chance. So I just think he's a big beneficiary of the system change because he's got less runs to. We
Yeah,
just need
100%.
to. I think something that's changed this season, which I didn't like, was I think he's got some of the best passing range in the league. Genuinely, Van Dijk. I think he's one of the best passers in terms of passing range. But
I agree. I think he's one of the best passers, full stop, regardless.
we haven't used it this season. How many times in previous years did you watch him just play long balls to Salah, to Mane, or up to Bobby? This season it's all been very sideways, back to Kone, back to Robertson, up to Fabinho. Like it's been so lethargic. I need to see him be more of that forward-thinking defender, because when you play them switches to play to Salah, it always creates something because you get us up quick. So I need to see that more next year. But yeah, it's a bad season for Van Dijk. So it's a really bad season for Van Dijk. Very lucky to not be in garbage.
Matip.
Another one who can go in bad season.
Oh, no way. Oh, hell no. Given expectation, we actually had... No. We had expectation of Matip. That's the thing. Like... The thing is, it was Van Dijk and Konate, and people were arguing Van Dijk and Matip should start. I still remember, Tom. Listen, based on expectation, this guy's got to be here. I'm sorry. He just has to be. He just has to be in garbage.
But he hasn't been as bad as Gomez.
No, but that's not the... No. You're not going to do that, because that's not the logic.
But then, you know what, Husam? Let me throw this to you.
Yes.
Our expectations for Van Dijk and his drop-off, are they as steep as our expectations of Matip and his drop-off?
I think Matip's steeper.
I disagree.
Because even towards the end of... Let me tell you, because even towards the end of the season, when we changed the system and everyone just played a bit better, he was still crap. Like,
he played 2 games in the system.
There is no separating Gomez and
No. Husam, he played 2 games in the system. One of them he won man of the match.
No, you just made that up. He never won.
No, I didn't. West Ham away, when he scored, he won man of the match.
Oh, he scored that header. That's just anything.
No, but he won man of the match.
That's just you just making up.
Southampton, he was poor. At the end of the day, I look at it and I see Matip had a bad season, but I don't think he was garbage. I think he was garbage.
Guys, 150 likes, I'll take my hat off. I think we're 5 likes away. We're almost in there. Slap that like button. I'm really sorry with you, Tom. We can't not put Matip in garbage. We just can't. We just can't.
Look, put him in.
Listen, Ice Spice and Bambi on ice. What are we doing here, bro? Like, they both need to be in garbage. I've postponed it enough. I'll be damned if I postpone it anymore. Curtis Jones.
Right at the very top of very good. Right at the very
top.
No,
he is not above Bajcetic. Hold that. I'm sorry. Bajcetic has been better than him. 100%.
I don't think Curtis Jones had a worse game than Bajcetic against Real Madrid.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare, because Curtis Jones has not played against a single midfielder with the quality of Modric or any of these guys. Don't you dare. You cannot be disingenuous, Tom.
I'm messing. Look, he goes in very good. I think Curtis Jones had a very good season.
We've hit 150 likes as well when we're doing Curtis Jones. You cannot write this.
The people of the chat, the people of the comments, you've timed this to perfection. You've timed this to perfection.
Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. Here you go, man. Enjoy my bald head. I'm a man of my word. I told you guys, next stream you see me, stop asking me to take my hat off. Just like the video, get me to 150 likes. And here we are.
Honestly, I'm so happy I made that meme on the day you shaved your hair off. You should have seen it when I compared you to that LeBron photo when he's walking into
Yes.
Game 5 in 2016.
The best one, the most accurate one was Husam Rabat. Husam Rabat is the most accurate one. I'm sorry, because I just look like the brother. So the Husam Rabat one is quite accurate. Anyway, when it comes to Curtis, he's the 6th choice midfielder as things stand. I think he's changed my mind. I've said horrible things about the guy. In these last 10 games in the season, he's definitely been our best midfielder. You could argue overall in the season, even though I'm still going to edge Bajcetic due to the time in which he came in, because he came in a very tough time for us and he still shone through as bad as we were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still probably going to give it to Bajcetic, but man, like Curtis Jones, for
it's
me...
whatever you want to give more weight to, isn't it?
Here's the thing, all jokes aside, next season we're playing Luton Town at home. We want to rest MacAllister and we want to start Curtis Jones. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I'll be sorry with you. I don't have a problem with it. You know, previously I would have had a problem. Now I no longer have a problem with it. So that's the best compliment I could give him. Another guy that I'm going to start the rating for, and I want to hear Tom's opinion on, given expectation of this guy, I'm going to be sorry with you. James Milner goes in very good too. I don't even... You know what it is?
I would have put him in above average. I would have put him in above average.
No, but has James Milner even put a foot wrong other than Napoli away? He hasn't even done anything wrong, and we all would have preferred him to stay over Henderson as well.
Yes, but I think this might be where me and you differ in terms of how we're doing the rankings. I think Bobby Firmino and James Milner have had similar types of seasons. So I put them.
So you're saying put him in above average?
Yeah, I think James Milner, the expectation was that he wasn't going to play a part this year. When he's come in, he's done a job. Surprised me, above average.
Listen, Qusay, you know I love you. With and without the super chats. You know you're my brother from across the river. Bas Habibi, I do not look good bald. Because see now, if I give you side view, suddenly you'll understand why I don't look good bald. See? This is exactly why I don't look good bald, because I have a big head. Big-headed people cannot have bald head. It's as simple as that. So, yeah, people... By the way, bald would suit Tom, because he has a small-ass head, so it would suit him. But if I do this, now you see why I can't have a bald head. It's just... I have a square head, bro. Square heads can't be bald. It's as simple as that. So, I can have my hairline looking like the McDonald's sign, you know? Like this. I'm loving it. Big up to you guys, man. So, here come the final 5. Selection has stuck around because Selection is gonna super chat Mo Salah into garbage because he's an asshole. The reason why I've put a limit, because it just got to the stage where people are just messing around too much. 5 British pounds, convert to your local currency. You can move anyone anywhere you want in this thing. It's up to you guys. But let me and Tom complete it first. So since I mentioned them, let's talk about it. Mo Salah. Where are we putting Mo Salah?
Very good.
Ooh, your bestie is gonna disagree with you.
I'm gonna give him the same logic I gave Robertson. Performance-wise, it's not the best I've seen of him, but the man put up 19 goals and 12 assists in 36 games in the worst Liverpool team of his Liverpool career.
First of all, I'm not looking circumcised. I am circumcised because I'm a Muslim, dumbass. So yeah, we do circumcision over here. But here's the thing. I'm actually going to be harsher than Tom. I'm going to put Salah on above average. Because look, I've kept my standards clear from the start. Expectations heading into the season matter. I'm not looking at the steer and going like, oh, so you're saying Salah and Tsimikas had similar seasons? No, of course not. But at the same time, given the level of the player, we have to take that into account. And when it comes to Salah, I think above average is fair. Was he as bad as the likes of Diaz or the others who are in average, like Robertson or others? No, he wasn't, because he had games where he won us games, etc. But for me, I think above average, because of what we expect of Mo Salah, is fair. I think very good would be Salah from 1920. Player of the season would be him from 17-18. So for me, above average.
But I put this Salah above 1920 Salah. Because 19... 1920 was his worst season.
Would you put this Salah above 2020, 2021 Salah?
I think that it's similar levels.
No, because that
You know
Salah
what?
dragged us to top four.
No, I'm putting this one above him because I think this one had in a sense that this Salah was very complete. This Salah has ended this season with the third most GA out of anyone in Europe, and the top two are Mbappe and Haaland, who won their leagues. And Mo Salah was fifth.
But do the
and had
performances
Henderson behind him
match
the
the
whole
GA?
time. But GA's his job. This is why I sit there.
I hear you, but do the performances match the GA on a real? On a real?
For the first half of the season, no. Second half of the season, yes.
Yeah, okay. So if he's very good for the second half and he's average in the first half, let's put him above average then.
No, but he still kept the numbers up throughout. Performance-wise was average and very good. The numbers-wise was very good, very good. The man has ended. The man was literally a goal. GA matters when it comes to attackers, D-Rose. That's how it is. GA matters when it comes to attackers. That's why every single attacker that's been on this list, I've argued GA. Because it's important for attackers, because it's the job, it's what you bring them in for.
And speaking of attackers and what you bring them in for, I think above average is calm. Because, Tom, if you just go to the start section, you'll see why it's calm, because the guy moved them there. It's time for me to talk. This guy is going to go right at the top of garbage.
That is so
and the reason
incredibly
why
harsh.
I've put Trent in bad season. I've put Salah in above average. I'll be damned if Darwin Nunez is above garbage, because he has the most big chances missed in this whole league. He is on single.
No, he doesn't.
Let
No,
me
he
speak.
doesn't.
Let me speak.
No, but you're lying.
Second
You're lying.
most,
He doesn't.
Second
He
most.
doesn't have the most big chances missed.
Second most. Chill.
Yes.
Chill.
With Salah. So let's not.
Second. No. It's not with Salah. Salah's fifth. Chill.
No. Salah and Nunez have the same amount of big chances missed.
No, they don't. That's
Yes, they
old
do.
news.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Anyway, let me speak. And then you can rebuttal after.
I'll let you speak if you're speaking facts, but right now
You
you're
can,
lying
you
on
can
Darwin
rebuttal
Nunez's
after. You can rebuttal after. Can I speak, Tom? Chill. Given expectations, £64 million striker, £64 million signings. What was expected to him? He was expected to be in Golden Boot conversations. He was expected to deliver, and he didn't deliver. And with all due respect, if any dumbass is going to mention the fact that he don't speak English, Carlos Tevez won a whole Golden Boot without speaking English. £64 million. I expected to deliver. Did he deliver? No. Did he deliver on the eye test? No. Did he deliver statistically? Also no. So for me, Darwin Nunez, based on expectation heading into the season, I think he needs to be in that place. Your rebuttal, Tom Little.
Right, Sam.
No, 1 second. Sorry. No, because I see this guy. I want him to own up right now. Selection, your bestie put Salah in very good, and I put him in above average. Are you going to apologize publicly? No. Apologize now publicly, Selection. Apologize publicly, because you have to keep the same energy. Go on, Tom. Sorry.
Right, Sam. Big chances missed Premier League 22-23. Number 1, Erling Haaland with 28. Number 2, Marcus Rashford with 22. Number 3, Ollie Watkins with 20. Number 4, Mo Salah with 20. Number 5, Nunez with 20. Is it good? No. But it's not. He didn't have the weight.
And how many minutes did he play?
Darwin Nunez minutes played. 1,700. Yes.
And how many did Salah play? Go on.
3,300.
And that is exactly why context matters. Thank you for the context.
Okay.
Yes. Go on.
I'm going to put it like this. Darwin Nunez is, for me, would have went into average.
Average, my ass. What average?
He would have went into average for me.
Tom, you said he's going to outscore Haaland.
Okay, I'm still waiting for proof that I said that.
He's cost us games. He's actually cost us games. Palace.
Yes. So was Salah. I could say Salah cost us games.
Yeah, but Salah won us games.
Nunez won us games.
Name them.
Southampton at home.
Oh my god, you're actually so disingenuous.
How's that disingenuous? If you take away Nunez's 2 goals in that Southampton game, we draw 1-1. So he won us that game. There's nothing
Okay.
disingenuous about it.
So you're just gonna go off of goals and not the actual performance? Go on
Husam,
then, say West Ham. He
Husam.
scored a header and we won 1-0.
What is the most important job for an attacker?
60. Tom Little, if Darwin Nunez played for any other club, you would be sat here using him as a mockery of an example.
No,
You know who Darwin Nunez was? He was a little German guy. He played for
It's
Chelsea.
not Timo Werner.
His name was Timo Werner. And it's the same dumbass argument they made for him. I hope I'm proving wrong. I hope this guy comes on next season and smashes the league. I hope Darwin Nunez wins a golden boot and every single one of you is dunking on my head top. I hope nothing more because it means Liverpool are going to be successful. But it's the same shit that Fatur was saying about Timo Werner. The same exact stuff. Oh my God, he has this many GA. He ain't that bad. Bro, we have eyes. Guy's been garbage all year long. He's cost us games single-handedly almost. How can you put him in above garbage given expectations? Because he simply has not delivered. And when you look at minutes played...
Because your expectations for Nunez are different to mine.
Okay, so Tom Little, if let's just use the quick math. If Darwin Nunez played as many minutes as Mo Salah, he'd be on 40 big chances missed right now. He'd break a Premier League record. You know that? What?
Well, we don't know that, but that is the way it shapes up to be, yes.
Okay, so... Come on,
man. But then he'd
be
also
for real, Tom. Be
like
for
30
real.
goals.
He cannot be an average by definition.
This is the thing, Husam. Why are you comparing Darwin Nunez to Mohamed Salah?
I'm not.
But you just did.
I'm not. I'm saying they both missed 20 big chances. One guy with double the amount of minutes. I'm saying if Darwin Nunez played as many minutes, he'd probably be on 40 big chances missed right now. See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you very much, Chunk. Big up, Chunk. Big up the Chunk brain.
Yeah, and Timo Werner had a decent first season.
Oh, yeah, okay, bro. Okay, whatever. Look, I'm surprised you didn't mention the fact he don't speak English as the reason why he didn't score goals.
No, because that's not a valid reason. That's not a valid reason. When I look at it, I look at a player who we bought in, who didn't fit the system. Then we found the system that fitted him. He was dead good for them 5 games. Then we moved back to a system that didn't fit him. But he still produced moments. He still had his moments.
How does the system not fit him? How? Because you can't just be making jarring statements like that, like just defending.
Right, okay, Husam.
System doesn't fit him. Klopp has Klopp played him down the middle? Yes. Did he play him on the left? Yes. Did he work here? No. Did he work there? No.
Husam,
yes.
What position did Darwin Nunez play for Benfica?
Striker, and he drifted to the left.
So left striker.
Okay.
He was the left of a two-man.
Are we creating a new position now called left striker?
No. When he played that same role for Liverpool this season, was Leeds to Southampton, his best run of form in a Liverpool shirt.
So you're actually choosing his best run of form as 3 games.
It was 6 games.
So so basically we're looking at Rangers, we're looking at Leeds and Southampton. No, 2 teams who got relegated.
No, you're looking at. Let me go find it. West Ham, Ajax, Leeds, Napoli, Liverpool.
Ajax was crap. No, I'm not taking that. Ajax was crap.
Ajax scored.
He was shit that day. Where we won
2-0. He still scored though. He still scored.
I'm not counting.
No, we won 3-0. No, we won 3-0.
I'm talking about the performances.
Yeah, but you're saying we won 3-0. That was the game.
Why are you stuck on GA? Because if I did GA, I'd put Salah top of very good. I've kept the same energy.
Guess what, Husam? It's my argument, which is why I put Husam, which is why I put Salah in very good.
You'd put me as player of the season. I know that. Big up to you, Tom.
No, look, I think he's had an average season.
But he can't be... Minimum is bad. Minimum is bad season. That's minimum.
Yeah, okay, so that minimum would be bad season. What is maximum then?
No. You know what I mean. I just mixed it up.
No, look.
The highest level he could be on this list is bad season.
I'd put him. You know what? If you want to put him in bad season, put him in bad season. But I don't think he's been garbage. I disagree massively that he's been garbage.
This is the one I'm just gonna pull rank on. I've let you have all the other ones. This one is just
no. You pulled rank on Adrian as well, and you pulled rank on Ox.
How did I pull rank on Ox? You said okay, put him in average because he scored. You're the one who. You're the one who suggested it.
No, but you said he's my guy. Ox is my guy, so I'm putting
Yeah, and then
him
you said he scored, put him in average. Did you not say that? Go watch the tape.
Hold on, you've also pulled rank with Salah.
No, I decreased him. That's not pulled rank.
That is pulled rank because I put him in very good.
Yeah, and there's a guy who super chatted him to very good, so just be patient.
Anyway,
this is stay with garbage. Jota, where do we go from?
disagree massively. Diogo Jota was someone who can go into average as well.
What is wrong with this guy? How are you putting Jota in average?
What? Right, how many appearances did Diogo Jota make this
Jota's
season?
above average minimum.
Okay. The man made 22 appearances, got 7 goals, 4 assists.
I'm talking about performances, Tom.
Performance hype. Fuck me, performance hype.
No, but so many games Jota was very good without even scoring. You know this.
No, but there was one game where he was
and
very
he
good.
impacted Salah's game positively as well. That's
No. There was one game where he was very good without scoring, and that was Man City.
But how are you so harsh on Jota, but so lenient towards Nunez when this guy costs 65 million?
Because I don't give a shit about the price tag, because guess what? Nunez didn't ask to cost 64 million.
My God.
Why would I judge Nunez by something he had zero control over? How the fuck's that fair?
You know, Messi FC is a troll, and even he's agreeing with me. I can't believe you're not going to put Jota at least above average. I think that's fair.
I'm putting him in average.
You suck, man. You know what? I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to put him right at the top of average.
The thing is, Sam, we can't forget that the man did go a year without scoring. I love Diogo Jota. I was the biggest advocate for starting Diogo Jota in the Madrid ties. I believe he should have started them because of what his attributes as a player. But in the grand scheme of things, the man didn't score for a full year. That's
okay,
not
fair
that,
enough.
that can't put someone on above average.
I'm not. I don't want to fight this much for Jota. Cody Gakpo. I'm putting him very good.
Very good.
Yeah, I agree. I think Cody Gakpo has, even though he came in January, he was our signing of the season. Like, it's just so weird. This season's been so shambolic. The guy that came in January is our signing of the season, bro. Like, you got to love man like Cody Gakpo. Big up to you guys, man. Big up to you guys. And finally, last but not least, the man himself, Thiago Alcantara. Where are we putting him, Tom?
This might surprise you. Bad season.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a horrible take. That's a horrible take. Was Thiago bad? Are you saying this because he got injured?
I'm saying this because the Thiago I saw last season is nowhere near the same Thiago I got this season.
I'd put Thiago above average because before the whole Bajcetic thing, comfortably he was our best midfielder. And you need to understand, we're driving a Ferrari like a Fiat. Are we not doing that, to be honest?
I agree, yes, but that doesn't change my narrative. I think he goes into bad season. He had...
Bad season is too harsh.
No, but for all the good things that Thiago has done this season, there's also been a lot of really poor moments. At Arsenal at the Emirates, I know it was a dodgy penalty, but don't even give the ref a chance to make that decision. You're
okay, would you say average is fair?
If you want to put an average, that's fine, but I don't think he goes into above average.
Average is fair. Let's just put him right here. So this is the list, ladies and gentlemen. Player of the season, obviously Alisson. Let's just use this as the place where we need to argue because no one else is arguable. So let me just run through the super chats real quick because I've seen Chombe move a couple of players. You take the hat off for Jones. Put him one down, says Chombe. Chombe, I'm so proud of you for that super chat. He puts Jones in above average. Thank you, Chombe, for the super chat. That's the best 49 you've spent. No, actually, I take that back. This is the best 4.99 you've spent. Put Salah up to very good. Thank you, Habibi. If you thought I'm the reason he's in above average anyway. That's the wild part. But, I love you, Chombe. You have affected us positively. Salah's doing the same transformation Ronaldo did from being a good all-round player to a goal machine. He looks like a 30-year-old, contributes less. I disagree with you. I think he's contributed, even contribution-wise, he's been good this season. I just don't think pre-World Cup he was consistent. That's just me being honest. But thank you so much, Jose, for the super chats. And guys, you can change a couple of things on this whole thing. You guys already know the price. You guys already know what you need to do if you want to change it. Hendo beyond garbage. Hey, I've got no problem with that. Add row below. Which color should we make the row? Let's make it
It's the
just
brown.
absolute red. And let's just call this a Henderson. Let's call this the Henderson like level. And I will happily do I have zero problem doing this. You need to understand I generally have zero problem doing this. You want me to create a separate shit tier for Henderson? Oh, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that. It's just simple as that. Nunez is crap and cost us games. And then he says Nunez is at 68 million failed as a player. Thank you. Bro, it's not even, it's the stats, it's the eye test. He's just failing at everything, bro. This whole, like, this guy got to score the hat-trick against Rangers. Tom wants me to clap for him. Like, please, bro. Like, let's be real. Messi FC says Darwin is below garbage. He can't play football. By the way, Messi FC, your goat is dying on this thing. It's your turn to save him. And look, I hope he proves us wrong. I hope he proves us wrong. I really do. I have to disagree with Tom. Move Jota to very good. He's our best striker, our savior. Tom selection 2.0. Husam missed the super chat. No, I didn't. I went back to it. Don't worry. And here, he wants to put Jota a level above.
Do you know what my issue with that is? And it's fine. Josh is going up there because of it. But when we look at Jota post injury, so he had a good game against Leeds, and he had a good game against Forest. Then was awful against West Ham. Had a really good moments against Tottenham, but beyond that, didn't really have an impact. Came off the bench against Fulham, so I'm not going to judge him there. Awful against Brentford, and then came off the bench against Leicester and Villa and didn't have an impact in either game. Again, it came on against Arsenal, awful. Was awful against Chelsea. Genuinely stank up the gas so badly against Chelsea. But it was quite good against City. Awful against Madrid. Awful against Bournemouth. Decent against Wolves. Awful against Palace. You know, like, even though he had moments, I still look at it and go, there's just more there. He was very much a up and down type player, which is why he goes into average for me. But he's now in very good or above average, whatever you put him.
I don't know. Jota was a good player and was injured to Nunez. I don't know what you mean injured to Nunez. That's wild. Look at this Chombe guy. Can you imagine this super chat, Tom? Look at this. Put Cody down just because I wanted a midfielder. That ain't Cody's fault, Chombe. But you know,
why is Gakpo getting punished? Because
Gakpo's getting punished because Klopp made the dumbass decision. Like, what? Like,
you know, Husam, I reckon we should get one executive decision each to move one player. That maybe you know, there's someone I put in to a category that you definitely disagree with, and there's someone you put into a category that I definitely disagree with.
Okay,
one executive decision each.
Thanks so much, Chombe. You get one executive decision. Go on.
Right, I'm not going to touch anyone that was moved by the super chats.
Who's the baby lion though? That's what I don't know. Like, baby lion? Do you mean baby lion as in like?
Is it Nunez?
Do you want me to move Nunez above?
I think it might be Nunez. You know.
Chombe, just in a regular comment without the super chat, tell me what you mean. Do you mean you want to move Nunez up?
My executive decision, because I'm not going to touch anyone who's moved by the super chat, so no to Salah, no to Gakpo, no to Curtis Jones. Thank you, Chombe. A little bit smart.
So Chombe is basically moving
Nunez to bad season.
Nunez from garbage to bad season. That's what.
My executive decision is going to be moving Bobby Firmino into very good.
You know what? Because the guy's leaving and all of that. Fair enough.
I have a feeling I know what your one is, and it's...
Say it then.
Is it Andy Robertson down to bad season?
Absolutely. That is 100% what I'm about to do. Andy Robertson has got away with murder this season, and he belongs into bad season category. He just given expectations, he just can't. He genuinely just can't. Ed says Klopp needs to move Joe Gomez to right back, not confident at centre back. I can't lie. I think Klopp needs to move Joe Gomez from Liverpool to begin with. Like, I just think How about we sell the guy? I think that's probably the best executive decision we can make. How about we sell the guy, bro? Like, it is what it is, man. But I appreciate you. Thanks so much, Ed, for all the support you've shown me, my brother. Selection says Thiago Bad started only 47% of the Premier League games. Available. Nunez was saving Salah's skin while he was on a goal drought. Jota was average. How many stinkers could you have in the same super chat? I cannot believe this. First of all, Nunez has never saved Salah, ever. Second of all, Jota was not average, he was above average, and I think he improved Salah when he started playing. Third of all, he started the games available, all of that. I think me and Tom would agree, our problem with Thiago is probably injuries more than actual performances. Because performances-wise, I don't think he's bad performances-wise. I'll be sorry with you. Like, he ain't that bad performances-wise. The problem is we're driving a Ferrari like a Fiat. Johnny, big up to Johnny for the super chat. Look at this right here. Calvin Ramsey in a does he even exist category. Wow. Does he even exist below garbage?
No, it's probably above garbage.
Yeah, I think that's below garbage though.
No, because it's not like he was bad. He just never got the chance to play.
But then non-existent is like worse than garbage. Is it not non-existent?
The thing is that if we're going to do this, then Nat Phillips has to go into that category. Van den Berg has to go into that category. Maybe even Fabio Carvalho goes into that category.
Oh, hell no, because I don't know if you've seen this, but put Fabio in the Alisson category. Just because our manager can't coach doesn't mean we don't appreciate talent. Pep would have utilized them better. Messi FC, that is thank you for the super chat, but that is by far the absolute worst thing you did. You just put someone next to Alisson Becker on a Liverpool Player of the Season video. Do you understand how disgraceful this is? And speaking of disgraceful, so Nunez has climbed up 2 categories. That's how much you guys love this chaos merchant. Wow.
Let's keep it going. Let's get Nunez into above average, and then very good, and then Player of the Season.
I cannot believe this. How the hell is Nunez in average, bro? Like, oh my god, how are we putting Nunez in average? How? Oh my god, you guys are just doing all this for Nunez. Do you love him that much? You know what? I'm actually going to put a time limit because before we end this video, this guy's probably going to end up as Player of the Season. It's currently 12:45. You guys have 5 minutes. 12:50, we end the video. Up to you guys. Done. Simple as. You already know the price. You have to change it. If you want, you could change it. That's it. Look at this crap. Carvalho's next to Alisson. Unbelievable. Jota had a calf injury. Nunez was just crap overall. No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. 100% this is true. Nunez was crap overall. This is just... I don't know what Tom Little's smoking. Chumbe is a hater. Put Fabio back. Are you joking? I love this. Hold that, Messi FC. Hold that, Messi FC. Hold that, Messi FC. Hold that. Also, you see $1.99 don't work. It don't work because you said new category. So this is what I'm going to do. Just because I love you and I don't want you to waste your money, I'm going to make a row above called Monster Truck right here. Monster Truck. No problem. Because Monster Truck ain't even that good. Here you go. Happy now? Put Nat Phillips into Player of the Season. What a pathetic club. Enjoy Thursday nights while City win trebles. I'll save Salah from your dad club. Oh, hell no. Hell no, you ain't gonna save him from my dad club. So you need to hold that. You need to hold that, my brother, Felipe. This guy wants to buy Salah from us. I don't know who you think you are. But thank you for the super chat. And I will gladly put Nat Phillips. Where is Nat Phillips?
Very good.
Put him in Player of the Season. This guy. Akhi Husam, selection in Chumbi must be NFT investors has the best ratio takes. I'm telling you right now, there's a guy who used to support us before, but he's now a full-time hater called Nasser. Nasser had the best super chat of all time. He super chatted someone else's decision to just be cancelled. Like, I love that move. One guy tried to put all the United players in the team of the year last year, and Nasser just super chatted 17 pounds just to get rid of them all, which I love him for. Big up to you, Nasser. Big up to you. Call me retired Zlatan Ibra. AM from deep. Nunez in garbage. Thank you so much, AM, for the super chat. Thank you. AM, this is the best £5 you spent your whole life. I love you for this. Keita needs to go into the Henderson category. Hey, happily, Keita will go into the Henderson category. It's just happily. Thank you so much, Ed. Sex says, Husam, your talent ID is as good as Norbert's. That's cap, because I said we need to sign a midfielder last summer and then hug everyone. So I'm a lot more ruthless. But thank you, Select, for the super chat. I love how Chombe is just out here cancelling people's work. I love that. Bring back Phillips.
No, it's not. It's no. I thought you put Carvalho back into play of the season. Is that supposed to say bring him back, Felipe? Seriously, what are you smoking?
No, Philip, not Phillips. He means.
Right. I didn't. Yeah. I don't know if that was he wanted Carvalho to go back into play of the season because he was the one who super chatted
Nat Phillips. No, sorry, we actually had Nat Phillips and very good just because he's Nat Phillips. I just remembered. Put Salah on player of the season. Let's go.
How are you saying let's go? You don't want to win above average.
Put Salah player of the season. Disrespect from your fans like Rams and Kurdish and the rest. You regret when he leaves because you ain't getting a better player. I can't lie. I agree with you. I think when he leaves, everyone's just going to learn to respect him more. This super chat right here has just sent selection into the abyss because his head is 100% hot right now. And Felipe, selection's head being hot means I'm happy. So thank you so much, Felipe, for the super chat. And finally, Chombe says, Khalas, time is up, guys. Time is up. 60 seconds left. Listen, I spent $10 in Nunez, so put him back to very good now. Okay, bro. Okay. I was so happy to have him in.
He wasn't in very good. He was in average. He's now ended up in very good.
Let's go there. Let's go there. So this is it. So
where's Arthur? Where's Arthur on the tier list?
You know how bad it is? Arthur Melo ain't even on the website. I think it's because probably he hasn't played a single Premier League.
The last one.
Oh, Chombe, you asshole! Why, Chombe? My God, man, unbelievable. You know what? I'm not even. Khalas, time's up. Time is up. Salah and Nunez are in the same category. Time's up. So this is the final answers right here. Alisson, player of the season. Salah, Nunez, Bacetic, Konate, Firmino, Nat Phillipson, very good. Cody, Jota, Simicas, Curtis, and Milner in above average. Average is Fabio, Thiago, Luis, Kelleher, Harvey, Ox, and Sepp van den Berg for some reason. Bad season is Trent, Fabinho, Van Dijk, and Robertson. Garbage is Adrian, Gomez, and Matip. Does he even exist? Is Calvin Ramsey. And in the Henderson category, you've got Henderson and Keita. So this right here is the whole thing. And big up to you guys. Chombe pulled through for all the Darwin Nunez lovers, man. Listen, go back in the video. You'll see the list me and Tom Little made. Thank you to everyone who has supported us. It's a brilliant way for you guys to troll us, to have fun, to be part of the decision making and support the channel at the same time. You know, of course, we learned this from the channel, from the terrace. Pick up the terrace. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing right now. I don't want to keep Tom any longer because I think he's busy on Tinder currently trying to find a girl. So make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football. Big up to Mo, Football, Qusay, Selection, Messi FC, Joe, Ed, Johnny, Felipe, Retired Zlatan, AM. You tried AM to put Nunez down, and I'll forever love you for that. And big up to Chombe, who changed this whole list. Chombe took it personally. And this is where it all started for Chombe, because there's a villain arc. This is where it all started for Chombe. This. I can't count on Husam. Please, Tom, make me proud. That's where it all started for Chombe. You should have counted on me, because me and you agreed on 90%. 90%. Anyway. Chombe says, I just have fun. I hope I make you proud. Now I am satisfied. I love you, my brother. I love you for all the support you've shown me. I really do appreciate it. And you're a real one, Chumba. You've forever supported the channel. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. And I'm actually the only one in this whole channel who knows what Chumba looks like too. So big up to you, Chumba, man. Zlatan, what do you mean Hoofers and Keita? Yeah, they are in the same category. They're in the same category already. Here, bro, check it. It's literally right in front of your face, right here. It's actually not. Now it is. Henderson and Keita are in the same category, my brother. So, yeah. Anyway, big up to you guys, man. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you all for liking. Thank you all for subscribing. Tomorrow, and inshallah, throughout this summer, I'm going to try my best to be doing consistent double headers in which we're doing multiple streams every day to keep you guys entertained throughout the summer. To keep you guys entertained throughout the summer. And, you know, thank you all for supporting the channel. Thank you all for this unbelievable journey on This Is Football this whole year. And of course, thank you to the irreplaceable Tom Little, who has been part of probably 70% of this journey just by himself. You know, as I said, he is the Henderson of the channel after all. Make sure to go subscribe to his channel as well. So, Tom Little, where can people find you, Habibi?
Tom Little, the one on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, the works. Trying to get through another couple of weeks of this new job, and then everything should be back to normal with uploads and everything. Although I have requested an official week off from the This Is Football channel. I am going on holiday soon with the missus. So from the 20th to the 27th, there will be no Tom Little exercise.
I'll make sure we get one for you guys on the 19th before this bastard travels. Batman and Robin. I'm definitely Batman. Oh, you best believe I'm the Batman of this relationship. We ain't gonna do this whole like, oh, Tom's the Batman and he carries the channel. Hold that, Bilal. Hold that.
Well, I mean that's something that has to be decided by a poll, really.
How can you claim you carry the channel when it's my channel? How?
Sorry, who was the one who got to dip for 5 minutes because they have dodgy internet?
I could have dipped even if I was on my own. So where do we go from here? See?
I stepped up. I stepped up during that time.
You did. You have stepped up.
I kept the viewers.
Just like Henderson stepped up to take Gerrard's place as captain, but he will never be Gerrard. So big up to you guys. Make sure to go subscribe to Tom Little's channel. Big up everyone who supported the channel. We love you all. I really do love you all consistently for all the support you've shown me. You know, me and Tom and James Radman and Callum have spoken about this Chombe. The fact that this man has played 0 Premier League minutes is an absolute embarrassment. The man did not even play a single minute of Premier League football. Hey, on that note, let's just wrap it up here, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
That's not the funniest part of that. It was when the Queen dying got blamed for him not having a kid here.
That has to be the most pathetic article James Pearce has written his whole life. I'm be sorry with you. Like, oh, the reason why is the Queen dying. That's why Arthur Melo. But Arthur Melo never played even before that. I remember he came on at Napoli. He was huffing and puffing like a heavy smoker, like a chain smoker of cigarettes. Anyway, yalla, see you guys later, man.